Are you tired of getting your bed constantly broken by these sweats in Bed Wars lobbies? Well, you've clicked on the right video. This topic is now more important than ever, because what ECGG has done to their bed plating changes, completely removing it and making it obsolete. Now, bed defense is harder than ever, and as a new player, it's challenging, and you might want to quit. Today I'll be going over some things that I see happen too much in solo queue lobbies, where new players just don't know what to do. They just keep getting overwhelmed by those sweats that break the bed within 30 seconds of the match starting. That's why today I'm going to be having an in-depth analysis of the problems I see in public lobbies, and how to fix yourself and become better at defending your bed. Now before we continue with the video, I noticed that a lot of people enjoyed my video, and it ended up being over 2 hours of total watch time. I noticed that 92.7% of you guys are not subscribed already, so if you want to support the channel and you like my content, please consider subscribing, as it lets us reach more people so that no one can be oppressed by these sweats. And without further ado, let's get into the video. We're going to start off the video by discussing about a couple of things, one of which is talking about some of the durabilities of blocks, how many hits it takes to break them, along with some tools that you should use to break them, and also the blast resistances of these blocks. First, I'll be going over some of the bed break times. If you want to break a bed without any tools specified for the job, such as a wooden pickaxe, you would have to hit the bed 9 times just to break it. With a wooden axe, you'd be doing the bed in 5 hits. Moving up from wood, a stone axe would actually break a bed in just 3 hits. And for the diamond axe glazers, there's actually no difference between a diamond axe and an iron axe. They both break the bed in 2 hits each. Now it's important to know how many hits it takes to break your bed defense, so that you'll be prepared when someone comes knocking on your door. Wool is the most common bed defense in the game. Shears are the most effective item to be mining wool with, and break it in 2 hits. Every other object, such as a pickaxe or axe, will break it in 4 hits, respectively. Moving on, we have wood, which is actually a common bed defense for higher rank lobbies. One reason why this is done is because wool takes 18 hits to break with non-axe tools, such as shears or pickaxes. A lot of lower rank lobbies ask, why should I use wood? It breaks easier from axes, right? Wrong. Wooden axe still takes 9 hits to break the wood, which is still double that of wool. Even if your bed breakers came prepared and brought a stone axe to the job, it would still take 5 hits, which is 1 extra hit compared to the amount of hits it takes to break wool. Now later in the game, don't use wood, because it only takes 3 hits to break. From both diamond and iron. Diamond is not better than iron. Blastproof is another popular bed defense option because it grants full immunity to TNT and fireballs. Using a non-specified tool, Blastproof takes 9 hits to break, be it from shears or a wooden pickaxe, and it's the only block in the game that can get one-shotted by diamond tools. And the last 3 are just like 1, 2, 3. 3 for stone, 2 for iron, and 1 for diamond. Stone is another popular bed defense option, as it takes way more hits to break, taking a whopping 36 hits to break from a non-special tool. So that's like axes or shears. Still takes 15 hits to break from a wooden pickaxe, so it's actually still decently viable. A stone pickaxe does it in 10, which is still decently good. Fortunately, once you get to iron, it goes 6 and then 4 to diamond, making it a little weak late game. Now for Obsidian, which is the ultimate bed defense item. Now if you're trying to mine Obsidian without a pickaxe, you should just stop. You will die. You will not have a good day. But if you have a wooden axe, you might as well try your luck, because it only takes 30 hits, which is still less trying to mine stone with an axe, though I don't know why you would want to do that, because it's very silly. If you're going at it with a stone pickaxe, you'll be looking at 19 hits to break that Obsidian, 12 for iron, and only 8 for diamond. This makes Obsidian by far the best material for building things out of, because it takes so many hits even with the specialized tools, so you won't be suffering like wood or stone. Not to mention, it's blast resistant to everything, including siege TNT, which we'll get into later. Starting off kind of weakly, wool, which has a horrendous blast resistance. If you have a wool bed defense and it's big,
you betcha it's going to get eviscerated by anything explosive, especially siege. But regular TNT will do the trick, so don't try to layer on wool and wool, expecting TNT. Also, not to mention, fireballs cause wool and wood to be set on fire, which is horrendous. It means your entire bed defense, even if it just hit once, will be completely burned down within a minute. Wood has a slightly higher blast resistance, but it's still not good by any means, and simple TNT or a fireball would easily defeat it. Now, here's where we get to stone. Now, stone used to be really good because it could survive a bombardment of TNT. You could throw TNT on it for days straight, and it would not break the stone, it would not damage the stone to the point of being broken. But still, now with the new patches, you're still going to need probably at least 1 or 2 pieces of TNT to knock that stone off, but a fireball will guarantee that the stone breaks. Moving on to blastproof. It's not actually blastproof to everything. Blastproof is completely immune to TNT and fireballs. Same deal, you can bombard it for days and it would not break. However, with the new addition of Siege TNT, which isn't actually that new by now, it can instantly destroy blastproof, rendering it completely useless ultra late game. As for Obsidian, Siege actually can't break it. At least I thought so, until I did some digging, and turns out you need 4 pieces of Siege TNT just to break 1 piece of Obsidian. 4 to 3, because Bed Wars is a little buggy sometimes, so 4 is the best number, though 3 is actually the minimum amount you need. If you're looking to utilize more than 2 pieces of Siege TNT, you should seriously rethink your decisions, because at that point, it's better to focus on grinding up your resources, because beds break at 20 minutes. Now we're going to move away from all these statistics that we've been yapping about, and now look at some legitimate bed defense strategies, and some interesting techniques. The first notable example of a really good bed defense is what I call the sausage or hamburger defense. This is made by just extending your bed defense a little bit forwards so the enemies mine before they hit the bed, where they'd normally expect only 1 layer, the enemies would actually run into 2 layers or more. This works perfectly well when it's under 3 extensions, but once you start going a little bit overboard, the enemies are going to notice, and they're just going to start mining away at your sausage defense from the side, making this defense obsolete if you plan on making an extremely long sausage. Now, a lot of people make double defenses, but why not make it bigger? Why go double when you can go big? Introducing the massive bed defense. Now, this isn't a viable bed defense because it's susceptible to a lot of things. I just want to throw this in here to clear up some problems, because I see noobs and new players doing this way too often, making bed defenses the size of the pyramids. Now, new players might go like, oh, this is incredible! My bed's so big! But pro players will just look at that and say, oh, this is an easy block-in. Block-in refers to when players basically block into the bed defense, making it extremely hard to catch them.
So I start this. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Some more. Boom, look at that. No one's getting through this one. What the hell? Look at this. It's a boss.
This is the ultimate bed defense I've created for this season. A lot of people will look at this and call me a clown, saying, where do you get all these emeralds? Well, if you have a Farmer Cletus or any economy kit on your team, you should be good. This bed defense costs almost as much as emerald armor. It will take even pro players will take at least a minute to get through this bed defense. I call it the Obsidian slug. Use the power of this slug. As you see, this man in iron, he's not even going to get through the bed before he dies, so he retreats.
For the off-center bed defense, you can get something with decent bed defense. Blastproof, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. This way, cover your real bed with obsidian. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. And now, your bed should be here. Add 2 here. Boom, just like that. Look at this. Look at this. It's tripping out. And don't forget to throw in those Teslas.
The Obsidian slug isn't for everybody, and I know that. It's expensive, but it's indestructible almost. So, if you don't have that money, why not use this bed defense? I call it the trick, or the off-centered. Basically, the bed defense is off-centered in one way. Now, this only works between mid-level players and decently high-ranking players. Absolute pros at the game will spot this immediately and see the misalignment, so it won't work. But most of the time, it will work flawlessly, and most likely, if you're not playing ranked, you're not going to have any problems with this bed defense. Now, every bed defense has its weakness, and they're not meant to permanently stop enemies. What I want you to take away from this video is that the real bed defense is the friends we made along the way. That's right, your teammates are the real bed defense, because they offer protection. Where a bed defense fails, your teammates can fill in those gaps and really save you. And that concludes Bed Defense 101. Remember, please don't sit on the generator. If you liked the video, please drop a like, and please subscribe. I'm starving. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you